My drawer is a mess in here. First thing I'm going to do is put my headband on to get my bangs back out of my face. And I think I'm going to move my camera down here a little bit because I think that's going to be a better view for you guys. Now, who just tweeted me? Okay, it's just a tweet on somebody else. Baby wipes should not be there in my way. This brush should not be in my way. I was just handling the dog's leashes, so I'm going to put this last little drop of hand sanitizer on my hands, just in case. I don't usually do anything that requires me to put product on my hand and put it on my face anyway, because I use brushes and beauty blenders. So we're just going to go ahead and do that anyway, just to be on the safe side. Better safe than sorry, yes? Yes. So I'm going to start with my eye look today, which I don't normally do. I usually do my foundation and stuff first. But lately, I've been getting in the habit of doing my eye look first. And where's my little mirror? It was over here. Okay, so we're going to do that first. So the first thing that I have been using the last few days, if I can find it, it's right here, is this Flower Cosmetics cream shadow, and I've been just tapping a bit of that on my lids, so that's what I'm going to do today as my base. And I just grab the stuff off the cover most times because it's usually enough. If it's not, I can dip into it. It's not a big deal. So it's like a rose gold color, and you just need like a little bit. You don't need like a ton of it all over your eyes. But just enough to give it a good covering. So I'm just going to do that. And I gotta get some out of the pan for the other eye because there's not enough on the lid. Whoa, a bird just totally flew by my window. And as you can see, it's a very vibrant rose gold color. It's like a rose gold copper color. Okay, so don't worry if it gets a little messy on your lids because you can go back over and blend it out and all that good stuff. And this is why I should have guessed right from the beginning. I said I might not even need to use my hands for anything, but I knew if I was using a base, that base, I needed to use my hands, so that's why I sanitized my hands. My hands were just recently cleaned, but as I said, I was touching the dog's chain for outside. I hooked Cassie out and Griffin out, so it's always good to have nice clean hands, obviously. And I just got, I'm so sorry about my phone, guys. Okay. So then I've been using my Naked 3 palette. And the first color I'm going to take is Nooner, which is this here color here. You guys didn't see it already. And I've been using this, that's not the right brush. I've been using this crayon brush, and I've been using it on the side and putting the color in my crease. So that's what I'm going to do with that. Again, don't worry, I'm just slapping it in the crease for now, and then I'm going to worry about blending it out later. Okay, so it might go in there looking kind of like bold and out of this world, but I am going to blend everything. I just want the crease color in there first, so then that way the pigmentation on the lid color, I can fool around with that if I need to. Alright, so that's a nice base for the crease color there, and I know it kind of looks whoa right now, but I don't think I used this brush the last time I did it though. I think I used my, I think I used this end of the crayon brush, the pencil brush, but that's okay. It works both ways. Oh no, what did I, okay, there it is. My baby wipe. Yeah, I did use the pointy end, the pencil brush last time, but that's okay, this still works. This probably gave me an more even, I do it a little bit different every day, but I've been using the same colors every day. It's my kind of go-to fall look. So then I'm going to take Trick from the Naked 3 palette, and I'm going to put that over that coppery color that's on my lids. And I'm just going to pat it on there. It's a very easy look that I've been doing lately. And my brush is kind of wet, so the eyeshadow is a bit foiled, so it kind of looks really shiny. Okay. And as I said, it never comes out looking the same twice in a row. So I'm going to take this fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to blend out that crease color a bit. So it's not as intense, because I don't usually wear it intense. I usually wear it pretty blended. Okay, and that's pretty much what that looks like, blended out there. And I just feel like I need to go in a little bit more with the Trick, just because I want that color. Trick is a tricky color in the Naked palette, in the Naked 3 palette. It kind of has a mind of its own. It doesn't always want to go on the best. Sometimes you gotta get through. There we go, that's better. Because I want that color like intense, because that goldish color in the Trick, it popped my blue eyes a little bit better. And then I am going to take that same fluffy brush, and I'm going to take the color, what's it called? Strange, and I'm just going to use a little tiny bit as my brow bone highlight. You don't want to go overboard with the highlight though. I never do. I just tap on a little tiny bit. And that's basically it for the eyeshadow. I usually blend it again once more, so I'm going to do that really quick. I'm just putting stuff back as I work here, guys. So I'm just going to run the blending brush over it one more time just to make sure it's all. But that's looking pretty good. And that's basically all I've been doing for my eyes. So let's continue on with the rest of my look here. So, well, the rest of the eyes, I take my taupe Rimmel Scandalized liner. I don't go nude with this look, and I don't go like dark black or dark brown. I just go with this taupe color. And I do my lower rims. Or my waterline, whatever you want to call it. Well, it is the waterline. And I kind of just think it complements the Nooner color. So I do that. And then I take my Maybelline The Falsies. But first I take my eyelash curler, and I don't let Hubert near it, because we all know what he's like with the eyelash curler. And yes, I make silly faces when I'm curling my eyelashes. Does anybody else do that? Because I'm cool and I just do that because I have to. So then I'm going to take my mascara, which I think is on his last leg for this mascara. And I make funny faces. I stick out my tongue. I go when I'm putting on mascara. Don't know why, I just do. I always did. Ever since I started putting on mascara. Okay, that's enough intensity for me for an everyday look. And yes, I really do think this mascara is on its last leg, but that's okay. I have another one. I have like tons of mascara. Okay, so that's it for the eyes. Hope that's coming off okay. Hope you can see that. I don't know how in focus I am. I'll try to take a shot of it after I'm done doing everything. So then the next thing I do is I take my foundation primer, which I've been using my Photo Finish from Smashbox. And I'm just going to... Ooh, I'm getting near the end of this. It's almost going to be in an... Whoa, it just squirted everywhere. Okay, but it's not overly, it's not like a ton of product came out, it just squirted. Okay, so I'm just going to give a quick little prime to my face. I don't really need that little mirror for that, I can see in my vanity mirror. I just wouldn't attempt doing eye makeup in my vanity mirror, because my vision's not that good. I don't know what kind of an accent that was. I don't think it was supposed to be. It was just me being crazy like I am sometimes. All good. Alright, what kind of... I think I'll take my Rimmel Wake Me Up foundation today. Or do I want to take my Rimmel BB cream? I have been using my BB cream a lot, so maybe since that's what I've been using a lot, maybe that's what I'll go with. Just because. And I'll use this fake sponge. It's not a beauty blender. And we're just gonna plop some of this on the sponge. And that's probably way too much. Way too much. But we shall see. And here goes nothing. And I just stuck my finger in my mascara. Yeah, I'll have to fix my lashes. I just made them kind of weird. The mascara is still drying. I'll fix them in a minute because they're a little clumpy looking right now. Alright, let's just start dabbing this on my face and blending it out. I'm telling you, if you guys haven't tried one of these sponges, now this one isn't the best, but this one, if you can get your hands on the Real Techniques one, I never tried the beauty blender, so I'm probably not going to because I'm happy. Unless I'm giving one as a gift or something, but I'm not going to go out and buy a beauty blender because I'm happy with the Real Techniques sponge, like really happy. There's a drugstore in the next town over, Sydney, that is called Lawton's. And that Real Techniques brush is like $7 or $9.99 in there. And I want to go get a couple more if there's any left because they sell out really fast. If not, I will order them on iHerb. iHerb is always linked down in the down bar. And if it's your first order from iHerb, you can get $5 off. And they have all of the Real Techniques stuff on there. That site's really good. And these sponges are incredible for doing makeup. Like, they just have a flawless... Not so much this one, like I said. This one gets the job done, though, but I don't think this one's going to last as long. This is Bella Beauty. I got it at Winners. But the Real Techniques one is incredible, and I want more of them. And like I said, I don't think I'm actually going to go and buy a beauty blender, because why fix what isn't broken, right? Like, if I'm happy with the Real Techniques one, I don't need to move on to something else. I mean, it may be better, and I may be way more happier with that one, but Real Techniques is easily available to me. It's a fraction of the cost and it gets the job done, so I'm good with that. So obviously this is a BB cream, so it's going to be a little more luminous. I don't usually go for luminous type foundations because I do have combo to oily skin, but that BB cream is almost expired, so I'm trying my best to like use it up. And I know a lot of people use BB creams in the summertime as opposed to the fall and winter, but my skin gets dried out in the fall and winter, so I kind of like using them in the fall and winter. And it's cooler, so it doesn't melt off your face. I like a long wearing foundation more in the summer, like my CoverGirl Outlast or the Ready Set Gorgeous foundation. So just my personal preference. So when I blend that out, even with the other sponge, not so much with the other sponge, but with this one, I kind of like to just go over it with my fingers too. And the reason why I do this is because it warms up the product, and any product that didn't blend properly is getting warmed up and it'll just sink right into your skin this way. So that's just another tip. You can do that with brushes as well. I do it all the time. So okay guys, so that is my like foundation done, and now I have to get some beautiful concealer going here. So I'm going to use my Rimmel Skin Perfector, and I feel like I have something in my eye right now. Hate it when I do it when that happens, when you're just finished like doing stuff. So I'm going to take some of this and I am going to put it under my eyes, kind of down into a V pattern on my chin, on my cheeks, and do it over here on this side as well. I really feel like I got something in my eye. It's bugging me now. I usually put a little bit on my Cupid's bow as like a highlight, a little bit down on my chin, and usually like a little bit up here. Just usually what's left on the brush, and it kind of just does a highlighting effect. And I really gotta check my eye. Oh, it's probably an eyelash or something. Alright, so I'm gonna take my sponge again and I'm just gonna blend that out. Ooh, my sponge isn't as damp as it should be. That could cause issues, but it's okay. I'll just make sure it's patted in good. Pat in my Cupid bow, and my chin, and my forehead. Okay, so just lighten, highlights everything up there for me. There was a little fuzz on one of my eyelashes. A cat hair or something. That's what was causing the issue. Okay, before I go any further, I'm going to take a lip balm. This is just Kool-Aid lip balm. When you have a bunch of cats, there's fur over everything. I don't even know how it gets in here. Cats aren't in here other than that stray cat. I don't know if I told you guys about that, but me and Kristen found a cat and her kittens outside Kristen's house, and we didn't want to leave them outside. We found homes for the 2 kittens, but we were unable to find home for the mom, so she's on a wait list for the SPCA. So she's kind of just hanging out in my spare room here, because I have to keep her away from my cats, because, well, she's not fixed for one, and Casper's not fixed yet. And the other thing is she was living outside, so I don't know if she has any diseases or anything, so I can't really let her near my cats, just in case. So I'm just setting that with, I usually set it with my e.l.f. powder, but I'm just setting it with this Real Techniques setting brush. I guess I should, yeah, I have been telling you the brushes I've been using. I'm setting it with the Real Techniques brush and my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Natural, so I just like to set under eye concealer just to make sure it stays put. So now I'm going to use a little bit of bronzer, and the bronzer that I've been using most is my NYC, but I think I'm going to switch it up today. Maybe I'll use my Too Faced. Let's see. No, I'm not going to use not my Too Faced, my Urban Decay, but that reminds me of a good thing. Maybe I will use my Too Faced, because I do have the Chocolate Soleil bronzer that came in my candy bar palette, and I haven't used it in a while, so I am going to use my Chocolate Soleil bronzer out of here. And I'm going to use this Real Techniques. It's where Real Techniques was sponsoring this video, but they're not. I just like their brushes. This is the contour brush. Love this brush for putting on my contour, obviously. So I'm just going to go ahead and start chiseling out some stuff here. I don't do a heavy contour. I just do it. And I think that BB cream really is starting to go off a little bit, because I look a little orange in this lighting anyway. I don't know if it's the lighting or it's overcast outside. So I don't know if it's the lighting or if it's this, but I don't like it. So that kind of makes me think that it's going off there on me a little bit, so let's contour up a little bit. The color looks like it's oxidizing. I don't like that. I just do a very subtle contour. And because I'm just starting to really get into bronzer, you guys probably have noticed that in some of my other videos I don't really dabble with bronzer too much, but lately I have been. It completes the look. Just gives that look, your look of something a little extra. And don't worry if anything looks harsh right now, because I am going to blend that out as well. So that's pretty much all I do for like bronzing, contouring. I don't go overboard with it. I find I'm too pale, so if I go overboard it'll just look really ridiculous on me. So I'm just going to buff that out a bit with this buffing brush. So there's no harsh lines. I don't think I had any harsh lines there anyway. I think it was very subtle. Buff. I sometimes can't even see my bronzer. I do it that lightly. But it's just enough to know that it's there. So then, lately I've been using this Be a Bombshell blush. It's like this berry pink color, if you can see that there. It just looks perfect for fall. And this is in the color Sweet Cheeks. And I've actually been taking it on this e.l.f. flat top brush. This is the flat top powder brush. And I basically just been tapping my brush in there, and it picks up a lot of color because this brush is really dense, and then I just stamp it on basically. So and again, don't worry if the blush looks ridiculous. I have this thing with blush. I don't like a lot of blush. It's just, I think it looks ridiculous on me, so I'm always paranoid that I used too much blush. That's my biggest one. I feel like I don't want to look like a clown or something. And I'm not saying people who use like more blush than I do look like clowns. I'm just saying it's my personal preference. Because I mean, most people wouldn't think this is too much blush, but I like sometimes like, oh my god, is that too much blush? Do I have too much blush on? Kristen, do I have too much blush on? Like, yeah, I'm like that. Because then I always buff it out a little bit. You guys might be like, don't buff it out, it looks good just the way it is. But no. I'm a firm believer, if you're not happy with something, do what you feel that you think is the right thing to do. Because not everybody has the same opinion for stuff. So this is a little more comfortable for me. So then I'm gonna take my Kabuki brush and my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and I'm just going to powder any parts that didn't get powder. Just because where I said I do have like combination to oily skin, I need to powder a BB cream. So I'm just gonna do my forehead and my nose. I'll just run it a little bit under there, under the eyes again. And my chin, and just around a little bit. And that's basically it, guys, other than a lip product, because we need a lip product, obviously. I say obviously way too much too, I know that, sorry. Alright, so since it is the fall time, and since I do have a couple new lippies, I am going to use this Barrymore color from Flower Cosmetics. Now, I'm just going to take off my lip smackers there, and I'm going to put Barrymore on my lips. And I should probably use a thing with this, but this is only like a balm, I think, so a lip liner is a thing. Good terminology, Sherry. Okay. I'm trying to use it as, I'm trying to line my lips. That's the thing I like about these pencils. You can kind of line as you apply. Okay, so that looks like that. It's a nice berry color. Berry more. These are glossy, so you don't really need a gloss under them. And then I'm just going to take off my headband because my hair was still a little damp and I don't want it to stick up and I look ridiculous, because that would kind of suck. Okay, and that is my everyday fall look. I did this in my recent haul video and I asked if you guys wanted to see kind of like my look that I've been doing lately. This is it. Hope you guys like it. Like it. Ding! So I'll bring you guys in for a close-up too, if you just want to see it. So this is what the eyeshadow looks like. It's this golden brown with the taupe on the bottom line, and then my cheeks, which I know I'm being washed out right now, my face. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys on my next video. Bye everyone.